in any comfortable cross-legged posture on the ground, close your eyes. Breathing normally, push the air down to your stomach. Ideally, your chest shouldn't move at all. Om chanting. Yoga originates from the Sanskrit root yug. It means to bind, to join, to attach and yoke. It also means a union or communion with a universal power. Most of modern yoga is founded on the Yoga Sutras written by the sage Patanjali, dating back to about 200 BC. Patanjali was the first to systematize the practices of yoga. The most directly and widely followed of the descendants of Patanjali Yoga is Ashtanga Yoga, which is the branch of yoga we will be following in this demonstration. It is completely internally driven. There are no weights, no extraordinary diet regimens, and certainly no religious mysticism. There are other branches of yoga like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Mantra Yoga, and the higher levels of Hatha Yoga, some of which embrace and entwine the practices of yoga and religion. These are branches of yoga that involve a lifetime of dedication and study and inevitably follow the mastery of yoga in its most basic form. Ashtanga Yoga takes its name from two Sanskrit words, Ashta meaning 8 and Anga meaning limbs. Ashtanga Yoga therefore means quite literally the 8-limbed approach or path to yoga. Patanjali laid down 8 tenets that were to be the fundamentals of the practice of yoga. These are Yam, these are the 5 abstentions, violence, lying, theft, and greed. Niyam, the 5 observances, purity, contentment, austerities, study, and surrender to God. Asana, meaning seat. It refers to all postures. Pranayama, loosely translated as life force control, it is the process of gaining command over prana, life force, or vital energy. It primarily involves the act of breathing. Pratyahara, meaning abstraction, the reversal of the sense organs, inducing a gradual and controlled withdrawal of oneself from the world. Dharana, meaning concentration. An individual fixes his or her attention on a single object. Dhyana, which is meditation, the intense contemplation of the true nature of reality, leading to Samadhi, liberation, the superconscious state of enlightenment. Shoulder rotation. Place your palms on your shoulders. Now rotate your shoulders, first clockwise, and then anti-clockwise. Try and ensure that your elbows touch lightly at the apex of every rotation. Take care not to strain or move any other part of your body. Vakrasana, the twisting pose. Sit erect, your legs stretched out before you. Slowly fold your left leg at the knee and place the sole on the ground near your right knee. Place your left hand behind you, the palm on the ground at the distance of about 9 inches from your back, your fingers pointing backward. Then place your right hand on the outside of your left leg. The lower down the better. Turn your upper body to the left as if you're trying to peer directly behind you. Hold. While returning to the original position, first bring your neck back, then your right arm, then your left arm, and finally stretch the leg out before you. Reverse the process for the other side. This helps in increasing the elasticity of the spine, digestion, and aids the central nervous system. Shashankasana, the Hare Pose. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread your knees till there's about a foot's distance. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the top half of your body forward from the hips. Stretch your arms out so they rest shoulder width apart on the ground in front of you. Relax your elbows so your arms are completely tension-free. Rest your forehead on the floor in front of your knees and bring your buttocks as close as you can to your heels. Hold and repeat. Shashankasana helps calm an overactive mind. It brings fresh blood and oxygen to the head. It also tones the groin and the thighs and is the relaxation pose for all sitting asanas. Ustrasana, the Camel Pose. Sit up in Vajrasana, onto your knees, spreading them apart slightly. Reaching back, grasp the left ankle with the left hand and the right ankle with the right hand and stretch, arching the back and thrusting the abdomen forward. Tilt the head as far back as possible. Breathe gently. Exhale and return to the kneeling position. The Ustrasana, like the Dhanurasana, is a powerful posture for stretching the spine, back muscles, shoulders and arms. Marjariyasana, the Cat Pose. This is really two poses, one flowing into the other. Begin on your hands and knees. Place your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, your legs about hip width apart. As you inhale, tilt the tailbone and pelvis up, and let your spine curve downward, dropping the stomach low and lifting your head up. Stretch gently. As you exhale, reverse the spinal bend, tilting the pelvis down, drawing the spine up, and pull the chest and stomach in. Repeat several times, transiting smoothly from one to the other. This asana is excellent for all-round spinal health. Setu Bandhasan, the Bridge Pose. Bring your legs together and your arms to your sides. Now slide your feet towards you as close to your buttocks as possible, with the soles remaining on the ground so that your knees are pointing towards the ceiling. Grasp each ankle with a respective hand. Leaving your soles flat on the ground and holding onto your ankles, lift your pelvic region off the ground while breathing in. Tuck your shoulders in. Make sure that you're well balanced. Once in the final position, breathe normally. Hold for as long as comfortable. Exhale and slowly return to the ground. Stretch your legs and relax. This is an excellent workout for the muscles of the back and the hamstrings. Because it directs blood to the brain, it's very effective for combating depression, stress, and insomnia. Uttanpadasana, the raised legs pose. From Shavasana, bring your legs together and your arms to your sides. Place your palms under your hips. Start raising both your legs without bending them at the knee. Stop at 30 degrees from the floor and hold for 5 breaths. Similarly, stop at 60 degrees and finally at 90 degrees from the floor. Hold for 5 breaths each time. Slowly release, stopping at both the 60 and the 30 degree mark. Remember to keep breathing. Uttanpadasana is very effective for the entire abdomen. It stretches out the thoracic cavity and the entire back. Dhanurasana, the Bow Pose. While on the stomach, place your chin on the floor. Exhale, raise your legs and bend your knees, bringing the legs closer to you and reach back, grasping the right ankle with the right hand and the left ankle with the left hand. Inhale. Slowly rise up, pulling your ankles up and raising the thighs off the floor while simultaneously lifting your chest off the floor. Hold the breath. The weight of your body should be resting solely on your abdomen. Tilt your head as far back as possible. Hold the posture as long as you can comfortably hold your breath. Slowly exhale, bring the knees to the floor, release the ankles, and slowly bring your legs and arms back onto the ground. The Dhanurasana or the bow pose, because that is what you resemble in the final position, is considered to be one of the best postures in all of yoga. It helps keep an individual in great shape. It restores flexibility to the spine. Regular practice will relieve lower back pain and release tension and strain in the upper back and neck area. The alternating stretching and releasing of the abdominal muscles increases blood flow to this area. It's great for menstrual problems, and it's great for turning the thighs and the buttocks. Bhujangasana, the Cobra Pose. Turn your head so that your chin is on the ground. Bring your arms to your side, close to your body, with your hands by your chest. Bring your legs together. Inhaling slowly, raise your head. Hold this first position. Your chest should be off the ground, but not excessively so. Always remembering that your hands are there to provide support. Avoid the temptation to transfer all your weight onto the hands. Hold, relax, return to the neutral position. For the slightly more advanced variant, start the same way. This time, however, raise your head and chest as high as it will go. Keep your buttock muscles tight to protect your lower back. Your pelvis should remain on the floor. Hold, and then let yourself down gently. The Cobra Pose stretches the spine, strengthens the back and arms, and opens up the lungs and the thoracic cavity. It's great for the neck. Standing Chakrasana, the Wheel Pose. Stand with your feet apart and your hands by the side of your thighs, with fingers pointing downwards. Then raise one arm to the side, perpendicular to the body. Turn the palm over. Now raise the hand straight up so that it is by the side of your head. Stretch slightly. Now lean to the opposite side as much as possible until your body makes a smooth curve. Do not bend the knees. Do this while inhaling. Pause and come back to a normal standing position while exhaling. Reverse for the other side. This is a good exercise for the spine, often correcting mild scoliosis. Because of the lateral stretch to the spine, it combats the fat around the side of the waist, your love handles. And because it's not a common stretch for the muscles along your side, it's great for physical fitness. Virabhadrasana, the Warrior Pose. Spread your legs until there's a distance of about 4 feet. Turn your right foot about 90 degrees to the right, making sure the entire foot is on the floor at all times. Turn your body to the right. Make sure that the left foot remains in the same position and doesn't turn with the right foot. This is a common mistake. Bring both arms in front of you, join them in a namaste. Raise your joined palms above your head. Slowly bend the right knee until the thigh is parallel with the floor. Ideally, the knee should be either behind or directly over your ankle. Then while holding the posture, attempt to lean as far back as you can. Hold, remember to breathe, straighten up, bring your joint palms back down, release, repeat with the other leg. This is known as Virabhadrasana, the Warrior Pose. It strengthens the legs and the arms, as well as improving balance and concentration. Padhastasana, forward bending. From the base position, with your feet apart again, raise your arms straight up. Bend backwards slightly. As you exhale, allow yourself to bend forwards, starting first from the waist, then your neck and finally your head. While bending, push your hips back slightly. Touch your toes. It's okay to bend your knees if you're a beginner. Breathe in, rise, and return to the neutral position. Repeat. This asana is excellent for the legs and the knee joints. It helps in loosening abdominal fat and increasing the supply of blood to the brain. These may seem like a very simple keep fit type exercise, but they really work. By now you'll also have noticed that the workout functions in a kind of widening cycle, adding new muscle groups, but it keeps working on most things simultaneously. Kapalbhati, rapid exhalation. Make sure that you have not eaten for at least a couple of hours before carrying out this breathing exercise. Sit in any comfortable cross-legged pose, breathe in, then, with a short, sharp contraction of the lower abdominal muscles, expel air out of the nostrils. Then totally relax the abdomen, allowing yourself to inhale. Repeat in rapid succession. If you're doing this for the first time, don't attempt it more than 5 times. Eventually, over time, you should aim for at least 10 exhalations per inhalation. Don't try more than 3 sets. Keep the rest of your body as relaxed as possible. This is a pure detoxification exercise. Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing. Fold the index and the middle finger of the right hand inward and extend the thumb and the little finger. Seal the right nostril with the thumb and breathe in through the left nostril. Hold your breath for a beat. Transfer the fingers, blocking the left nostril with the little finger and breathe out through the right nostril, attempting to take as long exhaling as you did inhaling. Pause for a beat and now breathe in through the same right nostril. Hold for a beat. Transfer the fingers again, breathing out through the left nostril this time. This is 1 cycle. You should aim to do 5 at the very least. Not only does this ensure that you are breathing clearly through both nostrils, but radically enhances the supply of oxygen to the brain. It's excellent for sinus patients and works surprisingly well at calming oneself down. It is also an excellent preparation for meditation.